Hey guys, welcome. This is a workshop that we're doing for you guys. This is the Grow My Business workshop for 2023. We're really excited about this because we have seen that 2022 for some of you guys have been great. Some of you guys have let us know that you guys have some big goals for 2023. So that inspired us to create this workshop for you guys today to grow your business. So if you are right now wondering, how can I get more clarity in my business? If you're wondering, how can I get to the next level, my next income bracket within my business? If you're also wondering, how can I, get more clients and keep my expenses down? This is the workshop for you. So let's get into it. I'm super excited. Super excited to get into it today. So my name is Terrence Blackwell. For you guys who don't know, I am the co-founder of Blackwell Legacy Group. I am also the founder of Learn Wealth Foundation, which is a nonprofit that specializes in creating financial literacy for youth, and also a component to bridge the gap between high school students and students going to HBCU colleges. So we're really excited about that. We're passionate about that. And also I am an author of 2 books. The first book, which you can find on Amazon, which is 4 Ways to Increase Sales in 30 Days. That book is on Amazon for $7.99. So if you're watching this workshop, make sure you go to Amazon and check out the book. And then also we have a book on our website, BlackwellLegacyUniversity.com. And that book is Broke versus Wealthy Entrepreneur. That is a great ebook, it's so much information and knowledge in that ebook. You guys are going to thank me later for it. So make sure you take advantage of both of those opportunities. We've created more than 50 trainings. We have created, I don't know how many templates, I don't know how many trainings, helped so many entrepreneurs. So today is no different. We're here to help you guys to get to the next level. So the game plan for today, guys, is to provide you with actionable strategies that you can use starting today that will triple your leads, double your conversions, and grow your revenue and profits exponentially. So these tactics will work for all different types of businesses, but it's best suited if you currently have revenue within your business, if you've been in business for at least 6 months, and you're willing to make a change today. So if that's you, I want you guys to stay. If you're not ready today, it's definitely fine. Maybe you can come back when you're ready. But this may not be the webinar for you, because this is for the action takers. So if you're watching this video, put in the comments, I am an action taker, and let's get started. So we want to help you rate your current situation. So where are you today? I'm big on little red arrow, you are here. Now, if you're in the mall, you see the arrow, you're here. And I want to know where we're taking you to. So how clear are you on what 2023 will look like? And then where are you in the same situation in the beginning of 2022? Because what we want to avoid is you being in the same situation for, guess what, 2024, right? So we want to develop a roadmap that you can use this week to start improving your sales and marketing results. All right. So in the next 60 seconds, I want you guys to state, your name, what you do, what's working best for you within your business, and what challenges are you currently having. All right, thank you guys for that. So who has heard of the Pareto's rule? All right, so the Pareto's rule is the 80-20 rule. So this is so common. It's used in so many different facets of business and life. So pretty much 20% of what you do every day is generating 80% of your total annual revenue, right? So I want you guys to think about, what are you doing daily and how is that affecting your business? You're only doing a few things daily that makes you most of your money. So these are the 5 areas that make most of your money, make up your 20%. So it's going to be more leads, more conversions, more transactions, higher prices, and more profits. So today, guys, this is going to be the premise that we're going to use to grow your business. These are going to be the 5 different areas that we're going to use. And small incremental changes produce big results. So that's why I want you guys to remember, small incremental changes produce big results. So it doesn't have to be a massive one thing that you do, a massive campaign that blows your business up and you don't know how to duplicate it. We're going to show you exactly a formula of how to grow your business and be able to keep up those results. So this is our profit growth calculator. So this is what we're going to use to kind of give you guys a guide. So this is going to be an example that we're going to use. So the first one, again, is going to be more leads, more conversions, more transactions, higher prices, and more gross profit. So we're going to start off here, guys. We'll give you guys a baseline of 1,000 leads. So it's saying that you're going to get 1,000 leads within a year. Let's say out of those 1,000 leads that you convert 25%, right? So what does that equal? 250 sales. So within that year, you get 250 sales. So let's say for one client, how many times does that client buy from you, right? So let's say that client buys from you on average 10 times, and then your average order value is $100. So each client that purchased from you at $100 on average, right? So that generates a revenue of what? $250,000. So decent revenue, for a small business owner. Now your gross profit, well, this is what we care about, right? Your gross profit is going to be 25%, which produces $62,500, right? So that's what you touch, that's what you can bring them. But now let's change this a little bit. Let's look at a 10% increase. So again, small incremental changes, right? So a 10% increase at each of these positions. So instead of 1,000 leads, we're going to be at 1,100 leads. Instead of 25%, we're going to be at 27.5%. Now, what does that do? That produces 303 sales. That's just 10%, guys. That's only 10%. Now, your transactions, we're going to go from 10 transactions to 11 transactions. And then our prices we're going to increase our prices. So we're going to go from $100 to 110. And guess what that does to our revenue, guys? Now we're now at $366,025. That's over $100,000 in additional revenue from a 10% change in these areas. Now, the thing that we care about, again, the most, profits. So now we go to 27.5%. Now we're at $100,000 in profits. That's a $40,000 raise. When was the last time you got a 4% raise? I'm gonna wait, right? So now what we just showed you guys is how to get a 4% raise. So I don't know if you guys remember, but if you clicked on this web to watch this webinar, one of the things that probably attracted you was I said, we're going to show you how to increase your revenue by $50,000 without spending more money on marketing and advertising. Guess what? We just showed you 40,000 that quick, and we're what 5-10 minutes within the webinar. So so I think I've done my job. I can, we can go home, everybody cut off the lights, we're good to go, right? So but we can't stop there, because I want to show you guys exactly how to do this. I don't want this to just to be a workshop where we're just saying, hey, do this and do this. I want to show you how you can do these things and how this actually works. So I'm not going to go into the 50%. I don't even want to tease you guys with that, but I am going to show you the numbers, just for the sake of it. But that just kind of gives you an idea. But 50% is really not anything major, right? So that's a 760% increase. All right, so this shows how you can financially transform your business overnight. So when people say, we gave ourselves a raise or we did things a little differently, this is how you do it. Now, here's the issue, guys. If you're not tracking these things, if you're not tracking your leads, how many of those convert, if you're not tracking how many transactions you have a year, the prices and gross profit, guess what? You don't know what's actually, where your money is going and how you can actually grow your business. So if we use this premise and you start to use this premise, now you have a baseline where you can start to grow your business as well. All right, so let me show you several breakthrough strategies being used by the world's top businesses in these 5 areas. So we're going to start with more leads. So if you're watching this webinar, you should have a workbook that you can take advantage of. In the workbook, the funnels of marketing, have something good to say. That's your market dominating position. Also, your unique selling proposition. Your unique selling proposition is what makes me different, right? So if you're a real estate agent, do you have a lawn care company in your back pocket that, once you sell a house, that also comes with a lawn care service? That's something that will make you different, right? I talked to a company earlier today. It's a moving company, and they specialize, their niche area is senior moving, right? So they'll go into someone home who's transitioning to a senior living facility. They'll go in, they assess it, they'll pack everything up for them, move everything, and then go back and stage the home for them to resell it or do whatever they're going to do with the home. That's a great service, and that makes them different. They're not a traditional moving service. So I know that company is going to blow up quickly, right? So that's what you want to think about. What is something that makes me different? And then once you figure out what makes you different, you want to say it well. So our compelling offers, this is compelling marketing. This is how do you get someone to say yes to you? So our compelling offer is we can help any small, struggling business owner to increase their revenue by $50,000 without spending more money on marketing and advertising, guaranteed, right? So if you hear that, you're like, wait a minute, did he say guaranteed? I did. But when you hear that, that is something so compelling that you're saying, all right, Terrence, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you do it, but show me how, right? So that is what's called a compelling offer. And then say it often. So, if I'm on a workshop or a webinar, or if I'm on YouTube, guess what, guys? I'm going to say this because I need to embed this into my brain, but then I also need to embed it into my customer's brain, right? So if you think about Nike, you say what? Just do it. Oh, okay. So now you see how that works. So that's how you do it. That's how you create that message, that marketing, and then you make it repetitive so that not only you know it, but everyone else knows it as well. So the formula for generating more leads is, according to Dan Kennedy, and for you guys who don't know, I think you should look him up. He's a really great guy. Dan Kennedy is a marketing godfather. So he's definitely someone that you want to pay attention to, watch some of his trainings, and get some of his books. But his formula is market, message, and media. So let me show you how this is going to actually apply, and then you're going to see the difference. And I see a lot of this stuff sometimes when I look at, if someone sends me like an invite on Facebook, first thing I want to do, I'm gonna go check out their website, and I'm going to look at it. I'm saying, I'm gonna see if some of these things apply to it. And a lot of times, businesses don't understand some of these things when it comes to marketing. So I'm gonna give you guys a case study. This is cosmetic surgery. I'm surgeon specializing in the mommy makeover. So what they were doing, they were getting 35 leads a month. They were running Facebook PPC, which is pay per click. That's when someone clicks on the ad, and you only pay for it when someone actually clicks on it. So it's something that you guys can use as well. So her marketing was nurture the body that will provoke true envy, right? Now, what does this mean? Like, does this speak to you? Does this tell you exactly what's about to happen, right? And if the answer is no, it's not clear marketing. So you want to enter the conversation that's taking place in the head of your prospect, right? So if they're confused, then hey, you might want to change it up a little bit, right? So let's apply the Dan Kennedy's principle with the formula. So the market is going to be 30 to 45 with 2 kids or more. The message. Now let's look at the message, guys. Pay attention to this. Want the body you had before you had kids. If you were a mother, shoot, if you're a father, if you're a father who has kids, you're saying, man, when I was 18, man, I could run up a flight of steps and don't even blink. Now at 30 something, man, if I run up a flight of steps, I gotta also run to the hospital, right? So that's what. So now what that does is that evokes an emotion. So want the body you had before you had kids? Yes, I want the body I had before kids, right? So that's what it does. Now in the media, Facebook, pay-per-click, we still use that, direct mail, radio, and TV. So the result, generate 300 to 500 leads per month. And that's a lead increase of 1,143%. So let's look at one, another one. This is daycare. So this is a flyer that someone sent out, direct mail, postcard. They send it out to homes within a 5-mile radius. Guess what? They got no calls, guys. What does it mean when you get no calls? It means that nobody's buying. It means that nobody cares about it. They don't think it's interesting. They don't think it can benefit them, right? So let's use Dan Kennedy's strategy again. So the market is going to be parents that want their kids educated. The message: we guarantee your child will be reading at a first grade level prior to entering kindergarten. What? My kid, I don't care how bad your kid is. If you have an opportunity to put them in a position where they can start reading before first grade, what? I mean, before, I'm sorry, prior to entering kindergarten, my apologies. Like, think about how much of a benefit that would be to you as a parent. You always want your parent, you always want the best for your children. So guess what that does? Now everybody wants, some of that action. So the media, networking, targeting direct mail, radio, TV, and Facebook pay-per-click. And this is the ad that was used. Is your daycare's idea of good educational curriculum watching Barney on TV? And you have the kid looking so enthused by watching Barney, or now it would be a tablet or something like that. How would you like your child to be reading at a first grade level before starting kindergarten, right? So now you see that's your message, right? Now, this generated 58 leads in the first week, and they had to stop running ads. So there's a few things that happen here I want to dissect. So they stopped running ads, which means that they save money on the marketing, right? They don't have to market anymore after 1 week. But they also have been able to create a wait list. So if someone drops off from this daycare, guess what? They have 58 more leads that they can go to. Hey, we have an opening coming up, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Now they also can increase their prices because their barrier of entry has just changed, right? They have a wait list of people who want to get in there. So they can increase their prices because you want to pay your staff more. If you're going to have a guarantee like this, you want to pay staff more anyway. But now they can change the game by, now they can control the market from that aspect. So it's a big difference just by changing the wording of the market. So I want you to write this in your workbook. Everyone should have the workbook if you're watching this webinar. The secret is generating more leads, market, message, media. Again, look up Dan Kennedy. It's a great asset to growing your business. All right, so now we're going to look at conversions, guys. So how can we convert more leads into paying clients? So conversions are the people who are interested, who say, hey, Terrence, I'm interested in your service, and converting that person into someone who is an actual buyer into my service, right? So in your workbook, we're going to, so let's talk about downselling. Downselling is you offer a prospect an alternative at a lower price when they decline your original offer. So I say, hey, my coaching service is $2,000 a month. They say, well, Terrence, I can't afford $2,000 a month. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Can you do $1,000 a month? And instead of giving you 2 coaching sessions a month, we give you one. We give you our business academy, and then we give you access to our WhatsApp group. Okay, that works. We can do that. All right, cool. All right, that's a downsell. So it's having something there that you can use. So if you think about McDonald's, go to McDonald's, you have, hey, would you like to make that medium or large, right? If you say no, can I make that a small? Small would be your downsell. All right, so a drip campaign. So for you guys who don't know, a drip campaign on average, less than 1% of prospects are now buyers, meaning that, you make them an offer and they buy right then and there. 99% are not ready to purchase that day, but many of them will buy sometime in the future if you continue to nurture them by staying in touch on an ongoing basis. So I've done sales for, I don't know, close to 10 years. And one of the things that I've seen is most salespeople are not, it's not that they're bad, they just have a horrible follow-up system. They don't understand their numbers. They don't understand what goes into building a relationship with a client. So sometimes you just have to know that you have to have multiple touch points with a client for them to buy, right? So what this looks like, guys, is an email campaign or email sequence where you can reach out to your client over a period of time. So think about, 6 to 7 emails. Within this, it could be phone calls, it could be text messages, it could be, Facebook comment on their Facebook post, just hey, that's funny or whatever, right? Those are different touch points, right? But your drip campaign will be an email sequence designed to nurture that client, right? So nurturing that client just looks like you educating them a certain percentage, and then after you educate them, you have certain points in there that you actually sell or try to sell that client as well. So the secret to converting more leads is to create a compelling offer. So I want you guys to look at this. This is my boy Gary Bussin. I actually don't know. I don't know who he is, but I thought it was a good example. So he is the owner, or he has the mutual fund store. So obviously they do mutual funds, director of retirement plans. So if you look here to what circle, I want you guys to answer this for me. Put in the comments, what is the offer, right? So at the top, it says to get your free retirement consultation. At the bottom, it has his numbers, his ways to contact him, his address. And then it has a contact form, if you have questions or etc. or to request an appointment. Excuse me, to request an appointment. So that's cool. But what is the offer? If you answer yes, or if you answer there's no offer, you are the winner. There's no offer here, right? And I see this a lot of times with you guys' website. There's nothing for you to do. There's nothing. You're not instructing them to do something. So I always recommend, first off, sometimes like videos are great for conversions, but then also just telling the client, what do you need them to do? Same thing. So we look at the advanced sports family chiropractic and acupuncture. So, we have, great pictures of people here. We have, how to contact them. We have some of the services that they offer, but what is their offer, right? There's no offer. Again, so you have here, you have a free breast consultation. This is for plastic or cosmetic surgeon, right? Same thing. What is the offer? So same thing, cosmetic surgeon specializes in mommy makeover, 35 leads a month, running on Facebook pay-per-click. The conversion rate for this company was 0. What does that mean? No sales. That means no sales. 0, uno, right? Uno, no, uno is 1. No, sorry. So below uno, 0, whatever that is, right? So what is that? There's no money. There's no money generating. And if you're doing something like that, that means that you're already running ads, which means that you're spending money. You're spending money to do this. So let's just fix this quickly. So when a lot of times, like, we don't advocate a lot of times for running ads. The reason why is this, because a lot of times people want to run ads because it seems quicker, but you don't understand how to run ads. You don't understand how to copyright. You don't understand what clients are actually looking for to start that process. So this is so what we teach you guys is how to actually do that. All right. So now look at this. I want the body I had before I had kids, right? So that yes, I'm reading. You got my attention, right? So you always want to evoke the emotion. So that is always going to be the big header, which is going to evoke the most emotion, to get people to read more. Then it's time to get rid of problem areas on your hips, thighs, and tummy. Yes, that's what I need. That's what I need help with, right? And then it's telling you exactly what to do. Free eye-opening report, candid answers about mommy makeover surgeries. Who doesn't want that, right? Everyone. So if you want that and that's something that you're interested in, guess what? You're going to put your first name, you're going to put your email. You don't care what it's for. You're going to sign up because you need to know, how the heck do I get my mommy, get rid of my mom bod, right? It's a thing called a dad bod. I guess it's not really a mom bod, but anyway, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to do that so that you can get access to this report. Then this person on the back end, which is the drip campaign, they're going to send you the report, and then they're going to send you a series of emails to get you locked in. Guess what? This person is a plastic surgeon. So what are they trying to do? They are trying to get you to come in and receive some of their services. That's all they're trying to do. But this is how they get you in the door. So you send them to a squeeze page, not this website. All right. So free report, candid answers about Mama Makeover. So what are the risks? What are the benefits? And will it look natural? So this is the actual offer that they get, and just go over. And this is just a one-pager, guys. This is just a one-page PDF that says, some of the things some of the benefits, whatever. But this did enough to get that client interested. And guess what? It's probably going to get so many leads. So let's see the results. The previous conversion rate was 0, which means zero money, which means the wife's mad, the kids are mad, all that stuff, right? So the report conversion rate, 67%. The patient conversion rate is 8%. So 67 people clicked, 8% of those people turned into clients. I like it. I think that's great numbers. So the ad now is generating 300 to 500 prospects per month. His 67% conversion rate is now generating 268 leads. His 8% conversion rate is now generating 32 new patients. That's beautiful, right? So if you look at a service like that, let's say $1,000, you do the math, $1,000 times 32 new patients. That's pretty good, right? Approximately $600,000 in monthly revenue. Let's look at this one too. Okay, so this chiropractor, chronic back pain eliminated forever. So if you have back pain, guess what? You're going to click on this ad. Free report and coupon. Revealing report gives you all the facts and clinical study results, as well as a 35% discount coupon for your first purchase. Guess what? I have no doubt in my mind what I'm going to get when I click on this. When it says give it to me, once I put my information, I know what I'm getting. I'm getting a 35% discount code. So I'm telling you to sell me on something, but then I also want to know, how do I get rid of my back pain? And if you can tell me how to get rid of my back pain, I trust you to actually perform the procedure as well, right? So that's giving you the authority as the business owner, and you're also giving them, giving them a incentive to actually come and work with you as well. All right, another offer, free report. The secret to total and complete fibromyalgia relief. All right, result, TV ad generated 137 leads in 4 days. Report converted 37 patients at $2,500 each. You do the math. Total revenue, $92,500. So again, are you starting to see how you can financially transform your business? So we literally, only looked at leads and conversions. So we're only 2 in, right? So we need to look at transactions and higher prices. So let's do it. So write this in your book. The secret to converting more leads is to create a compelling offer. All right. So more transactions. So in your workbook, increasing transactions with your prospects involves getting them to buy from you more frequently than they do now. So this is something called upselling or cross-selling. This is the fastest and least expensive way. And I'm gonna tell you guys why it's least expensive. When you have a client in front of you and they're ready to buy, then that's the best opportunity that you have. Your conversions go up 30% for them to actually make another purchase. So if you have another offer, now this is the time to offer. So if you ever know that you go to McDonald's, after you place your order, they ask you a question. Would you like to add an apple pie to that? Why do they ask you that? Because you're already in the mode of spending. So they know that, hey, let me just add on this thing for another $1. Guess what that does? That increases the amount of money that you spend. That's more revenue over a period of time. So offer more products and services to your clients. So upsells and cross-sells. So upselling means offering a higher grade of quality or size of the item that the customer may be interested in at the point when the customer is ready to buy. So that is, would you like to make that medium or large? Cross-selling is a big difference. Cross-selling means offering other products or services which complement the item the customer is interested in at the point when the customer is ready to buy. So would you like to make that a combo, right? So, you order number 4, would you like to add a fry and a drink to that? Would you like to make that a combo? What does that do? that it bundles these products together that you would probably buy anyway at some point, and then and then you increase the order value. 34% of prospects will buy additional products or services at the time of their original purchase if they are asked to do so. The issue is for you guys, because you guys will say, if you're watching this workshop, you are a salesman. I don't want you to get it misconstrued. You are a salesman. So the biggest issue that I see with salesmen a lot of times is they don't ask for the sale correctly, right? This is huge. This is a huge issue. So, at the time of the purchase, just ask them, hey, would you like to add some else to it? Whatever you do, think about something that you can add on to your service or product that's an add-on that they would need, right? It doesn't matter what you offer. There's something that you can add on. A dentist offers basic dental services like exams and teeth cleans, but that is not where they make their money. The vast majority of their revenue comes from cosmetic services, root canals, crowns, fillings, and braces. So what might convince someone to leave their dentist? 85% of the population have medical insurance. Only 50% have dental insurance. Among those without dental insurance, 44% said that was the main reason they didn't visit the dentist. The other percentage is just scared to go. They're afraid to go. So do you see an opportunity here if you're a dentist? Absolutely. Always look at guys like, excuse me, even when you look at your conversion rate. So if you're only like in the earlier example, we said, it's conversion, we had 1,000 leads and conversion rate of 25%. So that's 250 people that's actually converting into sales. But you need a strong product for the 750, because those people are going to be the people that buy within the 2-year period, but you have to make sure you're nurturing them. So make sure you have something for those people as well. So what do you think might happen if a dentist specifically targeted families without dental insurance and offered them virtually the exact same services as those with dental insurance, but without paying the expensive monthly premiums? The dentist, by offering a routine exam and cleaning for $25, normal copay with insurance covers their costs for the treatment. Then they upsell all additional services they need, such as fillings, crowns, dentures, braces, and etc. Just like an oil change. So if you go get an oil change, they'll come back with a laundry list of things that's also wrong with your car. They're going to say that you need tires. They're going to say your air freshener stinks. They're going to say you need new seat covers. They're going to, license plate, whatever. Everything that's wrong with the car, they're going to tell you something wrong with it. But the point of that is to get you to pay more, because these are things that you have to do. And then what some car companies are doing now, they're saying, well, if you, especially if you purchase a car through them, if you don't get these things serviced, we won't keep your warranty, or your warranty will be voided. So those are things. So now that's just another layer or level that they're adding to it to kind of like entice you to make the purchase. It's almost a scary tactic. So the secret to more transactions is implement an upsell and cross-sell strategy. So higher prices, how we increase prices without losing any sales. So this is dun dun dun. This is one, this is, man, charge your word. I'm afraid to lose client. I've heard it all when it comes to increasing prices. So let's get into it. So the key to increased pricing is always going to be value. How much value can I give my client? It's not about the pricing. I actually heard I was listening to a podcast this morning, and a girl was talking about actually when you charge more, the perceived value is higher, which means that you have a better clientele, or people will spend it quicker. So for an example, if you have a service, this is a great example. When I first started coaching, I was charging $200-300, and it was horrible. I was getting clients, but I was begging people to come on. And the moment I increased my prices, I got better clients. I actually started working with less clients, which would free me up because I didn't have to work with as many. So imagine that, you're spending, you're charging 200 opposed to 1,000. That's 5 to 1. And I'm still doing the same thing because I can provide the same service, right? Big difference. Bundling is grouping together grouping together certain products to create packages, which are then sold to clients. So we actually did a YouTube video on bundling. So you guys go to our YouTube page and take advantage of that. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page as well. But bundling is like one of the best kept secrets. If you think about it, most businesses do it. So let's think about restaurants. So if you go to McDonald's or you go to Hardee's, if you go to Wendy's, any of these fast food restaurants, what they have is a bundling option. So you have like the 4 for $4 at Wendy's, you have the Biggie Bag, I think at Hardee's. I don't remember all the names of them. I feel like I'm telling on myself for Report Diet. But like they all have some type of bundling package. So you guys should have something similar. So for an example, if you offer a tax service, maybe you should also do a budget, budgeting or like some type of bookkeeping service as well. So put those two things, if you know clients are going to need those two, package it together, give it a decent price and keep it moving. Now you're going to get both of those services. Your average order value is going to go up. When you do this, you completely eliminate price competition. So no one's coming to you saying, man, she's too expensive. No, she gives a lot of value, right? So now here's an example. Most sunroof companies offer a substantial discount as their primary offer. And you guys have seen this. Companies that offer, like especially like furniture companies, they have the going out of business sale every weekend. They offer major discounts, 75% off and crazy stuff like that. That just tells you how much margins are in some of those products. So this one, for an example, says $2,000 off your 4 seasons room, sunroom with this card, right? So you bring in this card, you get $2,000 off. So here's a much more compelling offer that actually generated more profit. So this one is a free $6,200 bonus package. So this includes completely furnishing your new sunroom with a sofa, love seat, chair, ottoman, 2 end tables, and a coffee table. Now imagine, who are you going with? Right? Made a deal with the furniture supplier to purchase a set quantity of furnishings annually in exchange for receiving their wholesale price of $1,600 per set. So it's actually really, again, who do you think which is a better offer, right? Which one of these is perceived as offering the most value? So left or right? So left, right. Yep. So the right side is going to be the most value, because yes, you can get $2,000 off, right? Or you can get all of these things that you were going to have to get for your sunroom anyway, right? So now you don't even have to spend that additional money. It makes more sense. So the secret to higher prices: implement a bundling strategy. This is a game changer, guys. And again, if you guys need help with seeing what this looks like, check out my YouTube video. And it kind of help you guys out when it comes to creating a bundling strategy. Now let's look at more profits. So how we skyrocket profits and dominate markets like yours. So the trick to more profits, there are 2 major ways to increase your overall profitability: increase revenue or decrease your cost of doing business. So option 1, increase your revenue by raising prices. Option 2, decrease your cost of doing business by cutting your labor costs. The easiest way to increase your overall profitability is to simply raise your prices. Most small businesses haven't raised their prices since never. They've never even thought about it. They're afraid. They think they're going to lose every single client. It is absolutely false. They're scared to death that any price increase, no matter how small, will lead to a mass exodus of their customers. That is absolutely false. So let's say you sell a widget for $100. So I use this example of like the fidget spinners. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I can just picture some guy right now with 1 million of those fidget spinners in his basement. Guess why? Because he bought into a business model that was a trend. That is not a sustainable business model, and never do it. Never follow a trend, guys. If you want a business model, you need to do research, and it has to be a sustainable business. Do not buy into the fidget spinners or anything like it, right? So let's say you sell this. I'm sorry about that rant. I had to get it off my chest. I've been wanting to say that for a while. But let's say you sell a widget for $100, 30% margin, and you decide to increase that price 10% to $110. Would that small increase really lead to a loss of customers? A few will leave, but they are most likely your biggest price shoppers that show no loyalty or patronage to your business. But even though there will be some customer attrition, to what extent? Your business is now making an additional $10, all of which is profit. That's a 33% profit increase. For your business to make $1,000 in profit, selling your widgets at $100 each, you need to sell 33.3 widgets. But by increasing your price 10%, you only need to sell 25 widgets. This is work smarter, not harder. So write this in your ebook. The secret to higher prices is to raise them and stop discounting. The real key to increasing your profitability is to offer more value than your competition. So the first thing is you need to know who your competition is. You need to do what's called a SWOT analysis. And within your SWOT analysis, it's to help you to identify some of the key competitors to your business. And look, guys, this is what I want you guys to do too. Change the mindset of what a competitor is, right? So sometimes a competitor can be a joint venture if they offer certain products that you don't offer. Sometimes, you have, so for an example, a competitor, I seen it was a merger a couple years ago now. We did an article on it or a blog on it. And it was a Spirit Airline and Frontier Airline, right? So they are both bottom tier services as far as the airline. But they did like different flights. So what they did was they partnered together so they can offer more flights, right? So that's something that they were competition, but they found a way to work together. So that's something that happens a lot of times. So I've also seen some companies buy out some of the other companies. Sometimes it's competition. So you want to kind of know your competition, what they do, what they don't do, what's working for them, what's not working for them. That'll help guide you within your process too. Because sometimes, within your business, there's trends within your industry that only you guys will understand, right? So that's something you guys should take advantage of. So prospects will pay twice the price if they believe they're receiving 4 times the value. So always think about, how can I give my client more value? You can do surveys. You can actually ask your client, hey, look, what could make this a better service for you? What's something that you would like to see more? So you ask those questions and they're going to answer you. They're going to tell you what it is. And then make sure you listen and implement some of those things as well. Unfortunately, businesses in a vain attempt to increase their value begin to offer discounts. Dun, dun, dun. And that often destroys their margins. If some businesses discount their price by a mere 10%, they now have to sell 50% more just to break even. So here's an example. So if you sell a widget for $100, you have a 30% profit margin. You make $30 for every widget you sell. That means your cost basis for that widget is $70. If you discount that widget 10% and sell it for $90 instead of $100, your cost basis is still $70. That doesn't change, right? But here's the difference. Now you're only making $20 in profit instead of $30. For this business to make $1,000 in profit selling their widgets at $100 each, they would need to sell 33.3 widgets. But by discounting their price 10%, now they need to sell 50 widgets. That's a big difference, guys. That's hustling backwards, right? So they now have to sell 50% more widgets just to get back the original profit margin. So that's what happens when you guys discount. But consider this: when was the last time that you saw a business offer a mere 10% discount, right? Excuse me. Most of the time they offer 20 to 40% discounts, and then they scratch their heads wondering why they're going broke. And I seen something, this was another podcast or YouTube or something I seen, and a guy was saying that he made over $1 million. Oh, it was the guy who started Samcar. I can't remember his name. Samcar is a where you can sell courses and stuff like that. But so he was saying that on one of the businesses that he did, he was making like over $1 million. But then he realized there was no money, like he made no money. Like he came home and there was no money, just because like all of his money was going out and to discounts. And then he realized he created a system where he could stop discounting and offer more value. And then his income shot through the roof. And that's just literally just changing, how you actually structure your business model. So that's one thing I want you guys to look at. Like the revenue could be there, but what are you actually profiting? That's the thing that I want you guys to understand. And to add even more bad news on top of this already bleak scenario, Did you know that the latest research shows that discounting doesn't actually impact the prospect's buying decision unless that discount is more is for 40% or more? So you got to give away your shirt just to get someone to no, heck no, don't do it. Just don't get into the mindset of discounting. That is a horrible sales technique if that's your only technique. The closely guarded secret that successful businesses don't want you to know is this: stop discounting. So recently, I seen it's a couple big businesses they're going out of business. I think Goldman Sachs. I think I seen some Macy's stores were closing. I seen Amazon was laying off workers. It's a bunch of businesses that are doing this. So what people are trying to figure out is how to get rid of one of the biggest expenses for business, as labor costs, right? So you see robots. I even seen in the healthcare where they have created robots to replace nurses. It is bananas, but we have to figure out a way to combat that within business. And the biggest way is to stop discounting to beat competition. When you discount your price, you will lose the full value of every dollar you discount. And think about it like this: every time you discount, you take the money out of your child's mouth, you take money out of your spouse's mouth, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, because you're building a legacy. So think about it from that aspect, and think about it from the aspect of how does this client value me if I'm discounting my product? So innovate your business so you offer more value than your competition, even if that means increasing your prices. So the secret to generating more profits: stop discounting. So small incremental gains in just a few areas of your business can be transformational. So we've already talked about this. So now you guys are seeing how we're doing this. So last one, guys, let's look at more profits. So goal setting: how would you rate your ability to set weekly, monthly goals for your business? When you set a specific goal with designated timelines, that becomes a roadmap for execution. So I want you guys to think about, I recently heard this guy named Myron Golden. He's a great business coach. He has a spiritual background as well. I think he's a bishop, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so he said something recently. He said, "I don't set goals." And I was like, "What?" And he tells people to set goals, and he's a business coach. So I'm like, "Why the heck don't you set goals?" And what he said was he does things, he creates systems where he is routinely keeping himself on track. So instead of setting a goal of, I'm going to make $1 million this year, he sets a goal of, I'm going to make 15 calls. And if he can commit to doing 15 calls a day, then that is a system. Every day he makes 15 calls to get him close to $1 million, close to $1 million. And he makes well over $1 million. But that's just an example. So that's what you want to think about when it comes to actually setting goals. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm preparing to feature several major businesses for our profit acceleration software. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys these things. I know you're probably thinking, all right, Terrence, this is good information, a great workshop. Well, how the heck can I apply this to my business, or does this work for my business? So what we want to do, guys, we want to open this up for you. If you right now are saying that I think this would be a great fit, I think that I would like to increase my revenue for this year by 10 to 50,000 or more. I want to see how I can do it. We're going to offer you guys an opportunity to come in. We're going to do a full assessment with you. This assessment usually takes 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to do this assessment, and within this process, we're going to show you guys actually a series of questions and give you guys an actual game plan for your business. Now, what this is going to look like is you need to know a few things, which is like revenue. You need to know your profit margins, your net profit margins. Outside of that, we just need to know where you're actually trying to go, and we can help you create an actual game plan for you. Now, what you're going to do when you walk away, we're going to give you a full game plan. Sometimes these are 15, 20 pages game plan of exactly what to do, what to implement within your business. There's no obligation. So if you decide to work with us after that, that's 100% on you. There's no push from us. We're going to give you this game plan. And once we give you the game plan, you make that decision if we'll be a good fit. great, where we can help you throughout the process. If not, you're going to walk away with a full game plan on how to increase your revenue by 10 to 50,000. We want to offer this to you. What we're going to do, guys, so we're going to show you how to increase your annual revenue by at least 10 to 50,000 plus double your current number of leads and sales. So as I teach you each strategy, I only ask that you estimate the increased revenue that you believe that would generate your business. Also, I'm going to add this in too. Only thing that we ask, once we create this strategy for you, we only ask for a testimonial. You give us a testimonial. The price for the actual assessment is $97, which is pennies on a dollar for what this will actually cost, what we would charge an actual company, like a major company, to go in and do an assessment like this. Which is, and it's actually it's $1,997 is what we would charge an actual big company to go in and do this, because it's just so detailed that it changes the game, and it actually takes a little bit longer. So you just give us a testimonial. This is $97, and give us an hour of your time. We'll put this together for you. So if this is something that you're interested in, we're going to leave a link at the bottom where you can actually schedule a 1-hour session, and then also, you get access to the workbook as well. So if you have any questions, guys, let me know. Put it down in the comments, and I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. If you have any if you have any questions, just let us know. Shoot us an email. Put it down in the comment section, and then we'll be able to answer it for you. So I look forward to working with you guys and seeing some of these interviews pop up on our calendar, and anything that we can do. Make sure you reach out to us. Again, you can go to blackwelllegacyuniversity.com. That's our website if you want to schedule a regular consultation, a free 30-minute consultation. Also, we do free trainings every week. And you can also get access to our free ebook, and then also our ebook on Amazon too, that you can take advantage of. So a bunch of resources, guys. So thank you again for checking out this workshop. We appreciate you guys, and we hope that this was valuable information, and we will see you guys at a later date.